I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. '22 Acura NSX
Type S with launch control. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I might throw up.
Horsepower and torque.
600 horsepower, 492 pound-feet of torque from a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 and 3 electric motors.
And the reason the revs went so high was because I'm in track mode, and when you slam on the brakes, it drops the gears automatically to keep everything nice and balanced.
This car is so fast I might actually throw up in the middle of this video.
So obviously we think this is a supercar, right?
Yeah, we thought the last one was a supercar, so this is even more supercar.
Still the best dailyable supercar, right?
Yes, but very close to an Audi R8, I would say.
So the NSX Type S, it's the last one of this generation, and all of them are Type S's. They changed up the front, added more power, made it faster. 350 of them are getting made, 30 of them are going to Canada, 300 United States, so I assume the last 20 go to Japan.
Interesting. That split is crazy. But I mean, this is made in Ohio, so it also makes sense.
And I want to start this off with the looks, because that I think is the biggest change. They went from the old style Acura front end to a newer one that looks more like a modern supercar.
Yeah, they actually took a lot of inspiration from their NSX GT3 race car in a lot of different ways here.
But I don't think looks, because the GT3 race car still looks like the old style one.
Except the rear diffuser looks like this one rather than the front. The front is still the normal one.
So do you like the front end of this more than the last one that was color matched, or more than the first one that was chrome?
I don't think I like it more. I think I like it equally in a different way. Because at first when this came out, I was like, okay, it looks like an R8, kind of looks like a C8, but I don't mind it here.
I like it a lot more in person. And then we've got this cool matte paint.
Yeah, they're only making 70 of these worldwide, so the split between the world only has a total of 70 in this color.
And this is build number 0 of 0, so I assume this one's getting crushed after.
Acura, in case you do crush it, let me know if I could buy it for a hefty discount.
Okay, and now before we get to the back end, I'm in sport, cruising in 6th gear, and I'm going to floor it. And that's not even Sport Plus, so we're in like the softer suspension mode, the easy daily driving mode, and you can still pretty much make your passengers throw up by flooring it.
Dude, even the driver, when I drove this earlier, like I felt like I was already gonna throw up. Guys, I'm serious, I may throw up in this video.
It's so nice getting that feeling out of cars, especially for us, who everyone's like, you guys are spoiled, you don't even think fast cars are fast anymore. We think this is fast, that's how cool this is. And we thought pretty much the exact same thing about the last NSX.
Yeah, so this one being even faster. But anyways, we'll focus on the looks. The wheels look okay, not too special, but they are forged, so that's cool.
And what would be the Continental recommended tire for the NSX Type S?
The Extreme Contact Force.
And then moving to the back, we've got a cool diffuser and a bunch of carbon fiber there as well.
Yeah, that's really where you see the race car inspiration from the GT3.
But does it sound good from the outside?
Let's take a listen.
Still got to put an exhaust on it.
Yeah, you got to make this thing a lot louder.
Okay, then from the inside, if we change it over to track mode, that's where it should be the loudest. So hold on, let me change that.
Here we go. This is so fast. It sounds okay.
It pumps it in pretty good, but there's like a little bit of like vibrationiness or whatever. It's not amazing, but it's better than before, I think.
Yeah, and I feel like a bit of a buzz kind of coming from the back there, probably because this is a well-abused press car.
Well, it's like a sound actor. It's a sound pipe. It's not like digital sound.
No, but like floor it again.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it that time.
I think I heard it. I don't know. There's something.
Yeah. Anyway, but the coolest part is when you do floor it kind of like lightly, you can hear the turbo spool from like right behind your left ear.
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
So overall, looks-wise, you still like it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. It looks great. The old one, I think, did kind of look better and smoother and kind of like the original design.
Every NSX looks great. Do they look better than the i8? I think so.
Oh, it looks better? Yeah, for sure. No question.
Better than a Lambo? Probably not, but
no.
rarer, which makes it more special.
Extremely more rarer.
Seeing these on the road is like a treat. You're like, oh my God, today is my lucky day.
Dude, since the last time that we reviewed that red one, I don't think, I've maybe seen one on the road, and I got so excited.
I think I've seen like 4, and one of them was a lady driver, which is like super rare for a supercar.
That's cool. You could daily the hell out of this thing.
So right now I'm in EV mode. I'm going to go into track mode for Cliche Corner, okay?
This is so pleasant. Like, the amount of variability that this car has is so cool.
Okay. Manual mode, paddles only.
Watch the bump with this retuned suspension. It's great. Jeez, this is so fast. Oh my God, dude. Hey, Yuri, adjust the volume for me. Wow.
Does this, to me, like me driving this, it feels like I'm one with this car.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little frightened, but at the same time, I'm not.
There was no sketchiness, and that was super quick. This feels as good to me, but slightly better than it does like when I'm driving through RS Audis through Cliche Corner.
Yeah, and I joked about the adjusting the volume because this is basically the old like Honda Civic infotainment because you don't have any actual hard buttons other than your steering wheel to control your volume.
Yeah, they don't have the volume knob that they got into Civics after people complained. But like, I don't mind. You got Apple CarPlay. I can rewind satellite radio. And I'm wondering, for everyone who has an over $200,000 car, you all have your Sirius subscription going right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, when you buy a new car, depending on what car you do get several months for free.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty not flex to have your subscription expired.
Or just use our link and you get 3 months for free.
To be brutally honest, say you got into someone's like Rolls Royce,
and it wasn't
and their
activated.
Sirius wasn't activated. You're like, well, you only have this channel. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I get it.
And then with this infotainment, the reverse camera is pretty awful. But isn't there some charm about a supercar having bad infotainment? Remember that was like a thing we used to like?
Yes, it definitely is bad, just like the cup holders are also bad.
Okay, they're only bad if you have a passenger. If you're driving alone, like, it still works. And then you could kind of maybe fit a small cup right here where I have my phone, but if you have a bigger or smaller phone, it won't fit at all.
This car is too fast to be able to pull sketchiness like that.
Yeah, but look, if you were in quiet mode,
I'd still be a little, yeah, okay, but still. You'd have to close the lid on your Timmy's cup.
So I'll take it out of quiet mode, put it into Sport Plus so we can regen a little bit of braking so that you can do the launch control 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds.
Thank you. Also, I need to point out that this is, I think, the most I've seen you change drive modes in a car while driving. Like, that's how, like, this car changes, it has so many different characters, it's cool.
It's like different skins.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, it's very easy with this thing.
Yeah, and we may have to pull over for a second so I can actually throw up. Oh my God, okay, carbon ceramics. 0 to throw up in under 3 seconds. Oh my God, this is so fast.
That's a really good launch.
This is insane. The first one, like the regular one, is already so quick, and like this is obviously even faster. This 9-speed dual clutch is really nice. Like, shifts quite quickly, not as quickly as like a Porsche PDK, I would say, like the GT4 RS I recently got out of.
So now 50% faster shifts in track mode, and in track mode they make it so that you can downshift to within 1500 RPM of redline, which adds more than you can in other modes and more than before.
And then I can also hold my left paddle, so I'm in 5th right now, and
drops to the lowest gear. Which they're bragging about, but a lot of other cool cars already let you do that.
Exactly,
so whatever.
That's not like a special feature. Like,
yeah.
it should have
It's
just
like, oh,
had
yeah.
But yeah, so this car is really quick. It has the turbos from the GT3 race car, like directly off that car. Apparently it's the same part number. Our buddy Ryan Eversley is a race car driver. He actually races the Acura NSX GT3. He's a fellow Continental Tire influencer. And Ryan, we're actually now driving your car sort of with the same turbos, so I'm gonna send it into Cliche Corner, and the response from the steering wheel on the front end is amazing. Like,
so sharp.
I know exactly what it's doing, and this is great. It's super handling. Sorry, it is sport hybrid super handling all-wheel drive. So it's shashad.
But there's nothing sketchy about it, even with like the track mode and as much off, which makes me think you probably can't really drift this thing, which is kind of okay, I guess.
It makes total sense. Like, it's an all-wheel drive car. You shouldn't really be able to drift it.
This is the kind of car you buy for fast lap times and not doing any dumb stuff, or because you want a rare car that does fast lap times.
Exactly. Like, this car will be worth a lot one day, I think, if you can stomach the current price of this and then the depreciation and then wait for the appreciation again.
So you can still buy these brand new. Dealers have them. There are 4 new ones at this moment on tsp.truecar.com, and then a whole bunch of used from different other years.
Yeah, so if you want one, discounted price offers at our link.
Like, literally go buy one now. This car is sweet.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be able to sell it for the same, if not more, if you wait long enough.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
And this one is from America as well. Shout out America for bringing it up to us. Got the California plates at Cliche Corner.
Thank you, Acura USA. We've been dying to drive this car ever since it was announced, so finally get that chance, and I'm glad we do. I really like these paddle shifters and the actual steering wheel itself. Like,
the steering wheel feels so good.
Exactly.
I miss that.
The clickiness of these paddles, like, yeah, they're not metal, but they're also not going to get really cold with the air conditioning plastic on them.
It definitely doesn't feel like something you'd find in any other Acura.
Yeah, and especially
unless I'm wrong, but I don't think
No, for sure. Like, this palm grip where your hands are is amazing, and then because we have the lightweight package, we actually have carbon fiber on the steering wheel and then on this whatever hood over here, and then we also have it in the engine cover, and then standard we actually have it on the roof, and then you also get carbon ceramic brakes, which I think is where most of the lightweight savings are, because I think you save like 58 pounds.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's mostly from the brakes. It's not from like these little bits.
I feel like the speed of this compared to the speed of the first one we drove, like, they're both really fast.
Yeah.
That's like minute stuff to get. And then this is apparently 2 seconds faster on Suzuka.
Yes.
So that's where, I guess, all that stuff really matters.
This is like 15 seconds faster through Cliche Corner. Yeah, this car rips. Suspension's really good. Apparently it's been retuned. But again, this being the most dailyable supercar you could buy, it is so comfortable in its sportiest mode. I'm driving in track. I could drive in track every day.
I assume in the last review you mentioned that there's no custom button for a drive mode.
I probably did.
So I got the sciatica pains. I was in bed for 3 days. I'm feeling better. I've been stretching for the last 2 weeks. And it would be nice to have everything track except for suspension soft.
Yes, now you understand.
Maybe for the next update, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Just kidding.
NSX 3.0, I guess.
Yo, title of our video, RIP NSX.
Oh, because they're killing it.
NSX Type S review.
That's good. People won't get it. Maybe they will. Let us know what you think. Did you get that? Is that the title? So when you were driving, I mentioned the turbo spool that you can hear. Listen to this. A little blow off. It's nice because the intakes for the intercoolers are back there. So we have all this extra channeling of extra air. We have vents on the front which channel air to the back. The back looks really cool. You can see the engine through there.
Yeah, it's nice seeing that. And I do like the carbon fiber cover. Like, this is the kind of car, see, carbon fiber on the steering wheel, carbon fiber, I like. Okay, and then you recently drove the GT4 RS, and I didn't because my back was so messed up and I could not sit in those seats, but I can sit in these seats, which are very comfortable, and say NSX on the headrest. How does this compare to that? Because like, this is a little more expensive than that.
Yeah, and I was not comfortable in those seats, which I said in that video, and I am very comfortable in these seats. I do have one minor nitpick, is that the seat recline where your head is kind of seems like it's a little far back, so you're almost like this, but at the same time,
with a bucket, it might be
with
perfect.
A bucket on a racetrack, you'd probably be even better, because I think the Porsche seats, because they're fixed backs, like, they're a little bit too upright. If they were a little bit further back, it probably would have been a lot better. And
then driving this compared to the GT4, this is like way faster. Is this cooler, or is it like just two different things?
Honestly, this feels more supercar than the GT4 RS did. Like, I still felt like I was in a Cayman. This feels a lot more special. This is also significantly faster. Like, it only on paper has an extra 100 horsepower, but because of the way that the hybrid system works, like, it feels like it's 300 horsepower faster, honestly. Like, this is so quick. And then oversteer.
Like, barely. That's not, I would say that's just settling.
A touch.
That's a car settling through there.
And I do have it in traction, because if you press the traction off button, well, you have to hold it. It's kind of tricky to get in the mode that you want, because there's stuck vehicle assist.
For when you get stuck in the mud or the snow, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then you have track mode, but you have to, like, hold it the right amount of pressure and time.
When you got your Viking Contact 7s on here for the winter.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, you could drive this in the winter, no problem. It's all-wheel drive. It's a little bit low. There's no nose lift, which would have been nice considering the front end.
We haven't hit anything yet, though.
Not yet.
Okay, and then storage. The front is, there's no storage there. It's just parts.
Yeah.
And then the back, we got a good amount of storage. You could probably fit a golf bag. I can definitely fit carry-ons in there and like a lot of stuff. It's good.
It's smaller than a C8 though, in terms of like storage space.
But still pretty good.
Yeah. And then one last thing I want to talk about is the gauges. The gauges are really nice. Like, this reminds me of the Lexus LFA. Well, not that I've driven one, but
Lexus style, yeah.
Yes, Lexus style. I really like it. It's fluid. There's
very
no lag.
clear. Speed up at the top, gear in the bottom. This came from the States, so I had to hold this to go from miles to kilometers. So that was super easy.
Oh, that's nice.
And then, okay, we've got 2 settings for your driver's seat on there. We have no safe settings on the passenger seat and no lumbar in the passenger seat, which sucks.
Yeah, it sucks for you a lot right now.
But we got heated seats, which I've been rocking even though it's hot, because that helps with the back.
Yeah, I wish we actually had cooled. Yeah, that's my other complaint.
Inside material, like, we got Alcantara stitching. It says Type S here. It says Type S on the key fob, and then it also says Type S on the door, kind of like an old Integra Type R would, which is cool.
Right, exactly. And this is not a Type R because it's not a Honda, so it's Type S and in line with all of Acura stuff.
I assume they're pushing Type S as a brand.
And I feel like if they didn't give it the slight additional bump in power and they just did the body kit, they probably could have badged it as a A-spec.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then we have some red accents on the inside because Type S.
And then the last thing, if you want to adjust your fan speed, because of the old infotainment, you need to click this climate button and go through. But like we said, we don't really care.
Exactly.
And then with the climate, there's a button that says mid, and that blows air towards your junk from these side vents here, so you can have it going to the top and here.
I actually thought that was a fake vent at first.
Okay, visor test, and then let's get to the price. Supercar pass.
Supercar pass, there's not even a mirror on it.
Let's get to the price.
This is American dollars, so starting at $169,500.
American.
And this one's $192,495.
Which roughly comes out to about 230 Canadian.
Yeah, depending on how you spec it, if you get the lightweight package, but a lot of money, but
it's gonna retain value, I think.
yes.
And it's cool.
Exactly. You never see this
Even
on
if
the road.
you buy this just to drive it, this is cool because not everyone has it.
I'm more excited to see this on the road than I am Huracans and stuff like that.
100%. So yeah, I guess go to tsp.truecar.com and buy those 4 brand new ones and then like those other used ones.
But drive it, please. Don't just like store it. This is a car.
It's a Honda though. This thing will drive great probably forever.
Exactly. It's meant to be driven. You'll be totally fine, probably. I would love to own one of these.
Thanks guys, and thanks Acura for hooking us up with this.
America.
We're
American.
America meets Cliche Corner.
Yes.
Nothing makes me happier than American license plates through Cliche Corner.